Tracy's gonna sit here with the gavel.
Anybody make a motion to appoint, it shouldn't be her.
No, but she's going to sit here.
Yeah. So maybe you want to make a motion.
Oh, okay.
And then she calls for president pro tem.
Yeah.
So you can make that first.
I get my microphone tonight.
Oh, yeah?
You're nominating, Steve?
I am.
You don't have to do it?
I am indeed.
Look at me. I'm moving up in the
Well,
world.
why don't you sit over there? Get your name, please.
Well, first, call the meeting to order.
Okay.
And then,
Hence, you're up here.
Not yet.
And
See you at the table.
I guess
She'll do that after I nominate her.
Remember, did you see the movie
Yeah.
program
It is. Yes.
with James Caan? They're all just happy. See the boss next week. Let's work.
We ready?
Pledge. We're gonna pledge, that's why.
Well, I got to nominate her
Right.
first, and then she got to sit.
And she may not win.
Why not?
She could say no.
Good evening, everybody. Hello. I'd like to call the meeting to order. I'd like to set a motion to appoint Tracy Miller as acting president pro temp.
Motion.
All-
Second.
All in favor?
Give me a second.
Second.
Second row.
Aye.
All in favor? Aye. All against? Okay. Good luck, Tracy.
Thanks. I was actually really nervous, and there's only 6 of you, so, or 8, I think. All right, well, let's stand for the pledge, please.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
I'm going to channel Meg Ryan. Welcome, everybody, to our January 10th board meeting. And at this time, I'd like to wish everyone a happy new year. I'm going to turn this over to our superintendent.
Thank you, President Miller. Sounds so nice. Happy New Year. Good to see everybody, all 8 of you. Some great things going on in January. We have our kindergarten registration starting under the leadership of Miss Joanne Long, our district clerk, online January 24th, 25th, and 26th. Thanks to Miss Long, it is a seamless process. We also have our UPK lottery application process opening this Friday, Friday the 13th, but it is Good Luck Friday at 9 a.m. That will stay open for about a month. The lottery will be drawn on February 17th. It'll be live streamed from our boardroom at 9 a.m. We are advertising at our local preschools, the North Merrick Library, in the Herald, through Parent Square, on our Facebook and social media sites, and our school websites. Looking forward to, again, all contingent upon state funding, that to have another wonderful UPK program next year, second year for North Merrick. Our theater arts program is up and running, Wizard of Oz. Looking forward to the production on March 17th and March 18th. I see we have Ms. Kushner here, who's a big part of it, so looking forward to getting those students back on the big stage. We had our monthly PTA District Council this past Monday morning. I will report out on that later in the meeting. Once again, truly amazed by all the wonderful support that our PTAs provide our principals, our children, and our district. We will have our first Budget Committee meeting on January 31st. That message will be going out tomorrow, Mr. McDade, and all responses will be going to you via email.
Yes.
And we have added an additional Budget Committee meeting this year. And at this meeting, we will be reviewing the budget process and the various portions of the budget and review this year's budget in preparation for next year's budget. Did you want to add anything to that, Mr. McDade?
Yeah, hopefully a lot of people can attend. Looking forward to it. Can't believe we're here already for this.
Yes, thank
Dr.
you.
Tania, can I back up for a second?
Sure.
The pre-K lottery, do we know every year is at the same time?
The actual lottery,
Well, because you're doing it on the 9th,
well, we're opening the lottery Friday, January 13th, and it closes on February
no, because I'm
10th.
looking in the calendar and I don't see it in the calendar. Maybe
Oh,
we
and
could put it-
the reason for that, so last year was our first year.
Right.
And we did it a little later in March. And we were trying to gauge when would be the best time. So I do anticipate next year
Next year
that
we can put it in the
January would be our
We'll pick a
time and it
date.
would be in the calendar.
And then,
Yes.
and then what about the budget committee in the calendar also? Do we know these dates? in
Well,
advance or not?
that additional meeting was not added until
Oh, but
after
other
the.
ones are? Okay.
Yeah,
haven't looked.
I don't know. Are the other ones in there
Oh,
to
I
know?
don't
No, not yet.
They're
Because the
not
board doesn't approve the budget calendar
calendar
until
until
November.
after that's
Until after
printed.
it's already done.
All right,
Right.
so they're just a pre-K. Okay,
Right.
thank you.
Okay, thank you.
But it'll be on the website budget and also online, all the information.
I just want to note that the preschool information is on our digital calendar online.
Yes, and we do update our digital calendar daily based on changes and additions.
So if I tell somebody that it's on the calendar, on the website.
They'll see it,
Okay.
yes. And we also have it under district announcements.
We have it under district announcements, quick link, and under parent and community under UPK. It's in multiple places on the website.
Okay, thank you.
And we have been fielding all the calls through our offices as well. We are being honored by the Chamber of Commerce on January 24th at Mio Posto, North Merrick School District and Merrick School District for over 100 years of educating our students. We're very much looking forward to that celebration. Our Saturday scope program and our Spanish courses will begin on Saturday, January 21st. Looking forward to having our students come back. We weren't able to do it for a while because of COVID, but we get a lot of energetic children on Saturday mornings and looking forward to running that program once again. And that's all I have, Ms. Miller.
Thank you, Dr. Seniak. I guess I want a motion for routine approvals for the minutes, warrants, wires, budget transfers, and the treasurer's report. Can I get a motion for that?
Motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay, so we come to the first part of the public comment for agenda items only. So I'll need to read the guidelines for public comments. Any person wishing to make comments or raise questions shall fill out a comment card. After you're called, come forward to the microphone and state your full name. All comments or questions should be directed to the board president or superintendent of schools. The board or administration will do their best to immediately respond to any questions. Out of courtesy and fairness to the rest of the audience, each person will limit his or her remarks to no more than 3 minutes, not to exceed a 30-minute session. Public discussion with respect to confidential matters is prohibited. Do we have any cards, comments?
We got none?
All right, moving right along. What am I? just-
Motion for business items.
Okay, so I need a motion to accept is it a resolution? It's a business item, number 5A. The Board of Education approves the school board members upon their request to attend the Chamber of Commerce 88th Annual Installation Dinner on January 24th, 2023, as per policy 9170R. The event will take place at Mio Posto at a cost of $95 per person. Do I have a motion?
Second. Motion. A motion.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Yeah, I seconded it.
Steve
I jumped
seconded
the gun a little bit.
I'm sorry. Okay, a motion to approve the personnel actions report that was detailed in the mailing.
Motion.
Second.
Thank you. All in favor?
Aye.
Okay. Okay, so I'm going to make a consent agenda, number 7, A and B, for special services. Can I have a motion, please?
Second.
Okay, thank you. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay, so the report of committees, so that's me too.
Your night.
Next. Okay, so at the high school last week, we celebrated 8 years of the Belmore Lions giving toys and gift cards to 600 families across Nassau County. Students from all 3 high schools, plus our middle schools, are, volunteering for their community at young ages. And it was a really terrific event. They honored a lot of the children who came up. It was cookies, crafts, coats, hats for kids. There are homeless shelters in Nassau County, and the children left with a lot of things that made their holiday wonderful. And all of our schools, whether it's MAP, Kennedy, Calhoun, or MEPM, every single high school that we have raised money for the community cupboard, which also feeds about 60 families throughout the community of Merrick. And the last thing I did want to talk about, we had some great winners in our sports. Calhoun boys cross country were the Nassau County champions. Calhoun boys volleyball were the Nassau County champions. And a first ever Calhoun girls volleyball were the New York State champions. And that's really terrific. So congratulations to them. That's my report. PTA, can anyone do PTA council?
I can. I don't know if I'll do as good of a job as Mr. Corona or Ms. Keen, but I will give it a shot. We had another wonderful PTA District Council meeting this week. Some of the highlights of the events. We have at HDF, we have our science fair kickoff. Always looking forward to the season of science fair at all of our buildings. So exciting to see the students working with slime and all those food products and doing all these amazing experiments. Also, the Book Fairies Drive at Fayette they're trying something new this year. We also have some relaxing yoga classes coming to our students. The Reflections Awards. There were 26 students who are moving forward, 11 Nassau Region submissions. The Amazon Smile fundraiser is still going on. Their Sweet Notes fundraiser has started, and the Mother-Son Bowling and Pizza Night is this Friday night at Wantor Lanes. Be there. 2 hours of unlimited bowling, shoe rental, etc. And graduation pictures are on January 17th. At Camp Avenue, TP Ted came back on January 6th for our 4th graders. Park begins on January 17th. They had an author visit of David Adler, who will be coming on the 18th for 2 interactive assemblies. It's so great that our assemblies are up and running again for our students. Thank you, PTAs. Drama Club started. Those students are getting ready probably for their future in theater arts. The Long Island Nets game is this Saturday night, I believe. Monday. Oh, I'm sorry. Thank you. But I did look at you because I knew you knew. And that's another district-wide PTA event. Those are so amazing for our students. So thank you. And our district chorus is singing the national anthem, which is very exciting. They have Sweetheart Skate for grade 3. The Swirls World fundraiser on the 27th. And Parents Night Out at the New Bridge Inn. Old Mill Road starting their PARP on January 17th. Reading is my superpower. I love that title. January 20th, the Scholastic Book Fair. We have a Huga Tuga assembly on January 26th. I don't know what that is, but it sounds like a really fun time. Bingo for books, Scholastic Book Fair for parents, January 16th. We have the Nets game, 6th grade graduation coming up, and our next PTA meeting. All 3 are actually on January 18th, in person, all 3. SEPTA, Snow Much Slime event at Crafty Hands will be held this Thursday evening from 6:30 to 7:30. There's also a pizza fundraiser at Tomato and Basil in the Home Goods parking lot, shopping center. Spirit Wear fundraiser runs until this Friday, the 13th for SEPTA. And that's about it. Once again, our PTAs do an amazing job, so thank you all.
Thank you. Sam?
Good evening, everyone. Nobody here. I just wanted to talk about the cafeteria AC project at Camp Avenue and Old Mill. We have actually begun in earnest. We've installed some roof equipment before the break, before the weather got really cold. So that is actually being done in earnest. The Old Mill Playground is going to start in about 2 weeks, weather provided, of course, because it's outside. So equipment's coming and arrangements for demolition have been made. So that's exciting that that's getting going.
And that is grant funded.
That is grant funded, correct. And then another grant coming down the pike from DASNY is the HDF playground. Hopefully we can get that going quickly. We're waiting for one final approval and a couple of signatures, and that's that. We're getting familiar with this program, so we're actually getting pretty good at it with the grants with DASNY. So we also issued us a PO for security upgrades. What this is going to do is get us a newer camera software and servers and redundancy on the backup, so we don't lose any information. So that's good news. Getting up with the times on security software. Building level safety meetings have been super productive. I have to tip my hat to the principals. They've done an amazing job, and not just the principals. Everyone involved is really bringing stuff to the table. And this is the bread and butter of our kids' safety. This is what's happening at the building level. Lots of good information coming from it, and they're really good and productive. We just rolled out Master Library, which is a work order system. I want to thank Christine Talbot and Joe Scalise for helping me with that, because without their tech background, I'd be lost. What this is just a work order system that can be expanded on, and we're going just from paper to electronic. It should make things a lot more efficient. Accountability is going to be better. And then as we get better at using it, there's tracking expenses and hours and all kinds of good stuff that comes with that. And then I just wanted to speak about on January 17th, we're doing the situational awareness training with Nassau County Police. That training is for teachers, for everyone on our staff. And that's super. I got a lot of great feedback. We got a lot of great feedback the last few times we've done it. It's a Q&A. You know, they have lots of informative stuff that they bring with them. And then they just, you know, we could freestyle and just talk about what everybody has on their minds. And it's really good. And it's Nassau. It's the guys that we work with. It's not some silly consultant from the middle of nowhere. It's our police. So this is all good stuff for North Merrick.
How long is the Old Mill Road Playground going to be out of commission?
The front playground and the rear swing set, the swing set that's near the blue playground, I'm going to say 3 weeks, again, weather provided. If we get everything out of the ground and all of a sudden it freezes up and we get 2 feet of snow, we're dead in the water. But work days, I'm not thinking more than 3 weeks, possibly a month, as long as we keep, I mean, like literally Mr. Luca and I spoke to the contractors today and yesterday. So we're going to do some site walkthroughs, and it looks like everything's pretty much lined up. I've done other projects with the same vendor, and they're amazing. Time is money for them, so they want to get in and get out. So,
And just so you know, Mr. Luca will be putting out a communication to parents after they do the walkthrough of when it's going to be closed, if it changes any access points for arrival and dismissal. So we're on it.
and I've already walked with the vendor several times, so I have a plan. Just, you know, it's going to go fairly smooth. I'm just praying for the continued nice weather.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Communications, Joanne, were there any board communications?
One communication was received on December 18th from a resident from Massapequa.
Okay, thank you. Is there any unfinished business before the board? No. Any new business before the board? All right, we come to the final public comment section.
Nope, sorry, none.
All right, well, seeing that there are no public comments, I won't be reading it. I'll call for a motion for adjournment. Motion?
Second.
All in favor? Aye. Thank you so much, everyone. We'll see you in February. That was a record.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing.